After you've added some stores, you may notice that some of your stores are ungeocoded. So the way you'll identify that is if the lat and long still say that they are geocoding after you've received an email that says all of your locations have been geocoded. So the first thing you do is click here to view specifically those ungeocoded stores. And you have a couple of options for, you can see them here, they're still geocoding. You have a couple of options for how to fix these. One thing that's worth trying once or twice is to just click here to retry the geocoding. Occasionally, running it a couple more times can help to geocode some of the problem addresses. But once you narrow it down to just a handful, what you'll probably want to do is go ahead and edit them individually. But the first thing that you might want to look at is to look through the addresses that are ungeocoded and look for any particular common problems. So a couple of the ones that you want to look out for are certain abbreviations can be problematic. So for example, if you're using country abbreviations, so you have like capital IE for Ireland or capital AU for Australia, what you want to do is go back into your bulk editing and change all of those to spell the whole country out. Similarly with states or provinces, so capital VIC for Victoria can be particularly problematic with Australian addresses. So if you just do a find and replace for those to change them from the abbreviation to the fully spelled out word, that can usually help a lot. So what you do is just download the CSV, upload it to your spreadsheet, and make those changes and bulk upload it again, and then it would edit those to the sort of more specific address, and then it will automatically retry to geocode. So you can just check back and see if it worked. A couple of other options. Sometimes adding a country code can be, or not a country code, the specifically spelling out the country can be helpful. So if you have addresses in Japan, just adding comma Japan to the end of the address can help the geocoder narrow down its search. But if after none of those work, you'll want to go and individually edit the addresses. So you just click here and go to edit on a particular store. And then essentially you'll probably see this if it's not been able to geocode it, and you're going to want to use this tool here. So you've got a couple of options. You can manually set a latitude and longitude if you know that from some other source. Another option is to use this map. So what you can do is figure out, okay, start typing here, 549. Right, and let's just assume that eventually the autocomplete finds, let's see, Waltham, Massachusetts. There we go, 549 Lincoln. So for some reason this geocoder hasn't been able to work, but we've been able to find it here. Click it, and then you'll see this location on the map, and then what you do is just double click to drop the pin there. And you can then grab this pin and move it if it's actually over here, and you'll see the latitude and longitude are updating as you move it. If it turns out that you happen to know that it's more over here, you can double click as well. So that's definitely the location here. And that's it, you're done. So now you can just save it and go back. And one last trick, as you're doing this, you can see it takes you all the way back to your main dashboard. So what you might want to do is click a few of these, and when you have these all here, open each one in another tab. So by either right-clicking, open in a new tab, or command-clicking on a map to open them all up, and then you can just make the changes and close it back when you're done.